welcome back or to my channel. My name is Max and today we're going to be doing a car tour. I own a 2004 Honda CR-V with about 240 plus thousand miles on it, and I bought it at the age of 17 all by myself. So I'm pretty proud of her, and I hope you guys enjoy seeing all of her bits and insides and stuff because she's such a quirky car and I love her so much. So let's get into the tour part of this video. I'm sorry if it's a bit like hectic. I'm in a park all by myself in the middle of the woods and it's like really sketchy because nobody's here. So if I'm like looking around or making like breaks in my speech, it's just because I'm checking that I'm not gonna get murdered. So let's get into the video and start talking about my quirky little car. Okay, so this is the outside of my car. I'm just gonna give you a full run around of it really quick. Just show you the exterior. I'm gonna blur out my plate, obviously. Just a heads up, she does have a few minor little things. Like she does have a little bit of hail damage. She has a crack in her windshield and one of the windows is stuck down, but we are gonna get all that fixed. I will have it in a vlog. Just not right now. So starting with the driver's side, it looks pretty much identical to the passenger side, besides that this is the window that is stuck down right now. It just hasn't been warm enough for us to like bust it open and fix the motor. So this is the side. I do have a lockable gas cap that you had to open from the inside, which I do really love. You can tell some of the plastic around her is really faded, but I really don't mind personally. This is the front. You can't really see the crack from what I'm seeing, but it is there. I will show you it. This is the front. You might be able to see a bit of the hail damage on the front. Again, it doesn't bother me. And then if you look really closely, you can see the crack that runs along my windshield. This side, again, it looks pretty identical to the driver's side, just flipped. Then back here is the trunk. I do have a tire on the back that I fill with a lot of stickers from a lot of different places that I travel within the state. And then down here, I have my favorite sticker, the Shaggin wagon, because on the title, she is a wagon. She's not an SUV, she's a wagon. And her name is Shaggy. I don't know if I mentioned that, but her name is Shaggy specifically because of this. Here's all the rest of my stickers. And my back door does open like this way, like a door. It doesn't open up, but this glass does open up if you just need to grab stuff in there really quick. So with the exterior all done, let's move on to the inside. It's not completely clean, but it's better than it was in my car cleaning video. Go check that out, you'll understand what I mean. It was so bad, but let's go on in. Here is the driver's side. This is what you see when you get in. It's starting to rain, so I'm trying to hurry. But this is the door. All my window controls, lock controls, mirror controls. I do have a fabric interior, which I don't mind. I just need to steam clean it a bit. Down here, again, my car's, I did not deep clean it, but I do have my mat down here to protect the flooring. I've got my gas cap control for opening it. And I've got my hood pop. I have a little compartment right here with a little bit of cash in it. It's not usually in there, I just put it in there because I had nowhere to set it. My cruise controls and my sunroof controls. Another little change pocket right here, vent. Got my blinkers over here. So this is my horn and my steering wheel. I've got this little cover. I also have a turtle sticker on it. My battery's gonna die, so let me change that really quick. Okay, we're back with the new battery. So I do have a turtle here, as I mentioned. It's just a sticker that I got when I first got my car, and I just slapped it right over that Honda symbol. Here's my like dash panel, I guess is what you call it. I can't remember the exact name, but I do have little Rupert over here. He's my little piggy. And then I do have a corgi over here. So I have these guys here because If this gauge goes above Rupert's butt, that means my engine is hot. And if this gauge goes below his butt, that means I need gas. Because I'm a child. But I also keep some glasses here. Nothing much. Here comes another car. That better not be the same fucking dude that drove by earlier. Anyway, so yeah, there's my steering wheel, and this is what my seat looks like. I need to clean this seat cover. I cleaned the other one, but I have not cleaned this one. So going over here, let me get in the car because people fucking sketch me out. Here, I have my gear shift. Yes, it's on my dash. It's weird, but I love it. And on my gear shift, I just hang my masks. There's a rubber band and a little Christmas decoration. Again, from when I first bought my car that I just have not taken off. And then here's my wiper controls, front and back. I also forgot to mention that I do have the cruise control also on my steering wheel. Then just my key. This little spot, these two little spots right here, are usually, they're empty for me because I don't have the leather seats. Here comes another car. It's that work truck again. Look. There he is again. If I get kidnapped and this is fucking found footage, I'm gonna shit myself. Anyway, these two spots, they're for heated seats. But obviously I don't have leather seats. And I obviously don't have heated seats, but I could always have them installed. And right next to those, I have my emergency brake. That's kind of like a fucking lever, and I fucking love it. It's so weird that it's right here. I've never had one that's like up here. They're all usually down here or like as a pedal. But that's my emergency brake. And my boyfriend just keeps his mask on it. It's just easier that way. So moving on, this is the radio and what I technically consider as my center console, because as you'll see in a minute, I don't have one. On this center console, quote unquote, I obviously have my radio. It's an old one, but I don't really mind it. Right here I have a feather rose that my boyfriend won me at an arcade. Got my emergency lights. In here I just have a bunch of shit and papers and stuff. I'm not gonna get in there, but it's another little compartment. I've got all my gauges and controls right here, not gauges. And then right here is just a little cup holder that pulls in and out. Super easy. And down here I just have another little storage compartment that I keep mostly wires and shit in. And then obviously my phone charger. If we move over here to this side of the car, I have some stickers on my dash, just from random shit. I've got my Germex because we're in a pandemic. These were meant to hold my cords, but I haven't used them since I first bought my car, so we're just gonna ignore that. Then I keep a few other random things up there. My mom throws her phone up there when she's riding with me. Then I have my glove box down here. There's not much in it that's really important. I just have my manual, lady items, and napkins and shit in there. Just some important papers and shit that don't need to be shared. Another mat that's like out of place because my boyfriend doesn't know how to ride. The other door. So if we go up from here, we have my sun visors that I have bandanas wrapped around because I'm extra. Then here's my mirror. Say hi. On my mirror I just have a few scent things hanging with a few feathers, and the most important thing being part of my cat Blackbeard. He passed away a few years ago before I got my car, so I just take him on all my little adventures with me. Up here I have all of my pins that I've collected from just about everything. Everything that I go to, obviously the zoo, school, whatever else. This is a sunglasses holder, but in it I have more of these bottle caps that I've collected, that I've just found like on the ground and stuff that I'm gonna line through here. when I get the chance. So I'm not gonna open that or they will all fall if you can hear it. I hope you can hear that. But up from there we have my sunroof. And it does open both ways. The back part opens and the whole thing opens. I'm not gonna show you because as you can see, it's rainy. it's oh my god, it's really stormy. That opens and closes. I just have it open for better lighting. And then obviously the passenger seat, not much important. So right here I have where I would have my center console, but I obviously don't have a console. It's more like just a table, and it does fold down. I'm not going to do it obviously because I have a drink right here. And it's really dirty. I don't really care. I have not deep cleaned my car, so if you want to see me deep cleaning my car, comment down below. Let me see what you think about a deep cleaning my car video. So now with the front all done, let's move on to the back seat. I'm gonna go in from this side. Both doors look pretty much the same. This is what they look like. They've got a little storage thing down here and a little thing right here. Obviously, handle. So this is the back seat. It's a little darker back here, so you'll have to mind the bad lighting. Anyway, I'm gonna address this situation right now. There's no other cup holders back here besides this little pull down for now. So I did cut open the seat covers, but as they've been used and people keep putting that up and down to sit here, obviously, it's become ripped and more ripped. But, so I'm obviously gonna replace these seat covers because I fucking hate them in the first place. They don't match the rest of the car, but I am gonna replace those. So don't worry, don't freak out like, oh my god, that looks so fucking stupid. I know it does. Okay, I know it does. So both seats have this little net thing on the back of them. This one just has Germex and a few other things, and this one has a bunch of papers and shit that I don't know what are. And then I have a trash can. Wow, I've learned. I learned my lesson to have a trash can in my fucking car, because if not, it gets disgusting. Again, go watch my car cleaning video. I'll have it up here somewhere. So there's that. There's just a bunch of trash underneath there that we're not going to talk about, but I do have leather mats so my floor doesn't get dirty. And then before we move on to the trunk, I'm going to show you the ceiling. I do have little white flowers that I made all along the roof. I don't like the full coverage look that a lot of people have. I just like this little speckled look. And then I also have these vine lights. They do light up. I'll show you once I get to the trunk because the controls are over there. And someone can sit in the middle. I've got that little seatbelt that comes down and attaches. So with that all done, let's move to the back. So this does open up this way. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but the glass does open up. I got a hook here for something. I've got a bunch of shit everywhere that I don't really have a use for. This fucking car is just, it's the perfect car. It's got so many little, like, quirky things in it that new cars just don't have. Like, you'll see. Like, all those compartments and everything, and then what I'm about to mention. Now this is a real mess, and I apologize for that, but we're just gonna go with it. So back here, I have this rug down. It didn't originally come with it, obviously. It's just a normal rug that I folded up to go in there, just to protect my trunk, because I'm not gonna buy one of those really like $50 trunk like things. I don't know what I'm saying, but you know what I mean. I'm not gonna buy one of those when I could just buy a nice rug that looks nice. So I've got all my reusable bags back here. My boyfriend has a stick back here. More mats that need to be in the front. This is the control for the lights. I don't even know if they work anymore. Yeah, they do. See, and they turn on. They just light up through there. And I'm gonna turn them off because I'll forget to turn them off. I don't really use them, to be completely honest. Hello? This is like a fucking horror movie, and I'm not that into it. At least it stopped raining. So there's that. I do have storage underneath here. if you look under here, there's this that pushes up, and it can fit another spare tire under there. But I just keep blankets and everything, blankets, pillows, extra things that I need for my car. And also this kind of greenish tan, not tan, greenish, bluish, like gray thing folds out to a table. Like a fold out table. Yes, a full fold out table in my trunk. Deal with it. Fuck the new cars. Get an old car. They come with a lot of cool shit. So over here, the back of the door, I have more storage filled with more shit that I don't use. More envelopes, oil. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. My car seats do fold down and back and forth. My seats actually fold into a fucking bed, like a full bed. Okay, so I don't know where the video just cut off on, so I'm just gonna start over. So I'm not gonna ramble on and on about my car. I'm not gonna go super in depth unless you want to go for me to go in depth, but I'm just gonna end the video here. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to see an in-depth of my CRV, make sure to comment down below. Make sure to like the video if you made it this far, and also comment down below that you made it this far. Again, if you like my videos or anything like that, make sure to check out my channel and maybe give me a subscribe. If you're also a small YouTuber, drop it down below. I'd love to create like a little community of us. But also go check out my car cleaning video, and you'll see how this looked before it was clean, because it was awful. You couldn't even sit in the back fucking seat. It was disgusting. But it's starting to rain, so I'm gonna get home and relax a bit. I need to finish editing last week's video. But thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.